So today I want to talk about the issue of mental illnesses within church and the place that it has within church, whether it's accepted or disregarded, or whether the whole view that you're not as strong in your faith and close to God if you have a mental illness, and the stuff that you're doing is because you're just sinning, and that's pretty much the whole case of mental illnesses. And if you're close to God, then you shouldn't really suffer with a mental illness. But there is so many cases where there's Christians who love God and are strong in the faith, who are doing anything they can to just live by Him, and Him living in their hearts and being the one to help them, and just being Christ-like in every single way of their aspect of life. But they still continue to get knocked down with these issues that they have. And it's a kind of a dodgy topic at first. You just think, well, maybe I'm just not strong in my faith, as strong as I should be. There's people out there who are genuinely so happy and joyful and just on fire for God 24/7. That was my whole point of view at the beginning. So I've dealt with stuff for the past whole year, and I've always fell down. I've always failed, in a sense, I say. I've always done stuff that I shouldn't have done, and then hated myself for it. And there's a lot of hatred towards what you do. But I finally realised that, God does love me, and I am forgiven for what I do. But at the whole beginning, it was just like, well, I'm doing it because I'm selfish and horrible, and I'm not close with God. And that was my whole point of view at the beginning. Why, you love God, am I doing this? And so many people might be faced with the same aspect of, well, why am I doing it if I love God? So that was quite a difficult thing for me. I would be on fire for Jesus at one point, and the next I would just be feeling so low, to the point where I had no reason to feel like that. I would miss church, I would slowly draw away from stuff, and deep down in my heart I knew that I needed to be at church, I needed to be with the support, I needed to have the support of people, I needed to continue to do what I keep doing. But it was hard, and don't get me wrong, I always say to people, the best place when you're feeling down is to be at church. But it wasn't as easy as that. It's so simple to say, you need to be at church, which I 100% I believe. You have to put your full-on trust and faith in God, because He will work with you, and if you don't work with Him, then you're going to get nowhere. I expect you can't keep expecting everything to be perfect when you don't put the effort in, which is my point of view type of thing. So I'd been battling with stuff for ages, and I couldn't accept that there was something wrong with me until I finally hit rock bottom, and I realised, this is actually affecting my faith and my relationship with God. I do love God, and I love Him so much, and it's been a battle to get where I am, to finally be at a church that I'm stable-ish. I still don't go at times because of stuff, and admitting that I needed help was a massive step, because people who don't go through what you go through don't understand. Churchgoers who are super happy and love Jesus and everything else that is meant to be perfect don't understand. They see you missing church a few times, they see you maybe drinking a bit too much, maybe doing the stuff you really shouldn't do, and you shouldn't do, but they don't know what you're going through. So that for me was a massive step to take. And there's a lot of people out there who have mental illnesses, who are struggling, and who do love Jesus. Having a mental illness does not mean you don't love Jesus and you're not a real Christian, because God works through stuff with you. And maybe it's not as simple as trying to climb out of that hole, trying to be happy, trying to do this and that and honor God. Yeah, totally 100% honor God. But during hard times, instead of trying your best to just become, the happy person, maybe just relax and just say, yeah, God, I give this all to you. What I'm going through, this is hard, and I need your help, because God does overcome darkness. That is what I believe and what I always say. Light always overcomes darkness, and no matter what, the war has been won, and I will, and other people will get through stuff with God. You just have to put your trust and faith in Him, and you might feel like you're on your own, and no one's there for you, and no one understands the situation you're in, because who would understand what's going on in your head? You can't even get to grips with it. There's so many people who turn away from church because the whole, well, no one believes me. They just think I'm using it as an excuse to do the stuff I shouldn't do. And really, doing them things you do during them times, it doesn't help. It makes things 10 times worse. And there's ways of you should cope with it this way and that, but we're human and we're gonna mess up. And that is the sad thing about it, that you're just gonna continuously mess up, and people are always gonna judge you, and people are always gonna be there watching for you to mess up. They will. And that does not make you feel good in yourself when you're trying to battle with all these issues and trying to love God, and you're faced with, I mess up so much, and there's people watching me all the time, and I can't relax because there's so much pressure from society, from the church, from people there. You just want at times just love and understanding of the situation you're going through. Whether people don't understand, that doesn't matter, because God understands. He works with you all the time. He loves you all the time. He'll love you no matter what you do. It's gonna hurt him, but he loves you. And anyone suffering with mental illnesses, be strong, because you will pull through. He is working with you. He will be there. You just need to put your trust and faith in him, which I personally struggle to do at times. But if you want things to be right, you need to, one, admit you need help, and two, work with God. Just work with Him, because He's working through you. He does not want you to be in all this pain you're going through. He just wants you to be happy. He died for us, which is incredible. Not for Him, but for us. The fact that we can be forgiven for our sins. We can. And you just look at the life that He's given you, and it's crazily amazing. No matter how down you get at times, no matter how much you hate life and think you're alone and you've got no friends and everything else that people feel, you're not alone. You do have people. And it's when you snap out of the moods, you realise that, look at the people around you. Just look. Look. Just everyone is around. The support you have is incredible, but you don't realise. I don't realise at times. I'm just like, oh, everyone hates me. I'm not pretty. Why can't I get a boyfriend? Why do I get messed about? And you know what? Just put your trust and faith in God, and that's all that matters. All you need is Him right now, because He is enough. He can help you get through all these situations that you're going through. You just need to trust in Him, and it's okay to be afraid, and it's okay to accept you need help.